Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andreea. For those of you who are new here, you're very welcome. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my summer essentials. This is something that I love to talk about every year. I don't know if this has changed a lot from last year, but let me just tell you about the products that make my summer easier and more beautiful. Let's get into today's video. The first product I'm going to talk about is going to be an SPF. We all need a good SPF. And this is the One SPF, that's the name of it, the only one, if you ask me, from Allies of Skin. And I'm super happy to partner with Allies of Skin for this portion of this video to tell you about the OG of all sunscreens you will ever try. This is something that I don't think you've ever tried before. The consistency of this sunscreen is insane. First, I want to show you this clear, completely clear formula. And this is for all skin types. As you can see, when it dries, it just dries completely clear. It has no white cast. It does not have any flashback. This is unbelievable, if I do say so myself, because I have very high expectations when it comes to sunscreen. This is not the first time I talk about it. I think I've mentioned on stories and also on my YouTube channel before, but I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it so you know everything about this new sunscreen. This sunscreen is broad spectrum. It has SPF 50. It's water resistant up to 80 minutes. It has amazing ingredients, has 5 antioxidants, has vitamin C, vitamin E, niacinamide. If you have oily skin, you'll see that the production of the sebum is going to be tamed thanks to the niacinamide. It has licorice root. You're going to try this and you're going to be completely hooked. This is going to replace everything you've ever used when it comes to your sunscreen. I really think this is going to be the OG of all the sunscreens out there. And you know what? This is unbelievable under makeup. So do your routine, apply your moisturizer, and then apply about, I'd say I apply about 3 fingers of this for my entire face and neck. You know, in order to have the protection written on the packaging, you need to apply about 1 teaspoon of product. Do not forget this. This is also great for every skin type and skin tone out there. I'm not going to say the name, but I did apply this on quite a few of my celebrity clients in Cannes because the sun was quite strong there, even if it wasn't too hot, but the sun was super strong. And I was surprised that some of my clients asked for SPF. In the past, I would be very afraid for the flashback, but this one doesn't have any. This is just an amazing product to use under makeup if you want to take pictures, if you just want to be protected all year round, because let's not forget, sunscreen is not only for summer. Second product I'm going to talk about is going to be this Terracotta Le Teint from Guerlain. This is their non-transfer foundation. I did not believe this was no transfer, but I did the test here with you and I could not believe that this is really non-transfer. After using this for months now, I have to say this foundation is not for everyone. It is suitable for my skin. I have combination skin, but I don't believe this is great for mature skin or dry skin. Unless, of course, there were many people that messaged me when I put this message on my Instagram, and some of you women in their 60s and their 70s messaged me and said, you know what, Andrea, I have this foundation and I really love it. I don't know why you say it's not good for mature skin. The reason why I prefer to say it's not good for mature skin is because not everyone has a very good, rigorous skincare routine. So in order for this foundation to work, you have to have good hydration underneath, because it may be a little bit drying for some people. During summer, when my skin tends to produce more sebum and our skin tends to produce more sebum, is when I find this foundation to be perfect for me. You guys, I apply this. I don't have to powder it. Can I just say, I do not have any powder right now. It doesn't bother me, this shine. I know that usually when I film, I do apply powder because the shine can be a little bit overwhelming. But today I was like, you know what? I really love this shine. I'm gonna keep it. It's not oily, okay? This shine, when I touch my skin, it's not oily. It's just from this very beautiful formula. It has a glow to it, but it's not dewy. Dewy is that shine that is also sticky. So when a product is dewy, it has that very like blinding brightness, but also when you touch your skin, you feel that it's wet. But this looks dewy, however, it doesn't come with the stickiness. It dries fully. If you have dry skin or mature skin, strongly recommend you to apply a little bit more skincare with it, maybe a little bit more moisturizer with it. I think it's going to work for you as well. Like I've mentioned, a lot of you messaged me and said that this is working for you even if you are over 60. My shade is 2W. And when I have self-tan, now I have self-tan, I've mixed it with a little bit of 3.5W. Next product is bronzer. And I think bronzer is a must for me because applying SPF all over my face and my neck, my face and my neck would always be lighter than my, my shoulders, my arms. So to balance the skin, I use bronzer all the time on my neck. I use bronzer on my face, obviously. And the one that I use a lot lately would be this DIOR. The packaging got me. I'm not gonna lie to you. The packaging got me. I adore this packaging. And I find myself reaching out for this particular one because also the colors are really nice. Now I have self-tan on, so I've applied this darker shade. But when I don't have self-tan, I would apply a coral bronze, and the darker one is peachy bronze. And I love the color that I have on my skin from it. You see, it's this nice golden, it's not orange, it's like this beautiful, true golden shade. And this is what I have all over my face, all over my eyes. Like I've applied this, everywhere the sun would naturally hit my face. I just think this is so beautiful and it's not matte. Another thing that I love about it is that it's not matte. So in my book, in summer, I just have to have bronzer. Maybe in winter, I would get away with using just blush, but in summer, for me, bronzer is totally a must. I've talked about this next product in my previous video, and a lot of you purchased this highlighter. This is a highlighter stick. I've just pulled this out of my makeup kit because I did not want to use the one in my personal kit. It has basically no product left. So this comes in two colors, and the one that I use the most and the one that I recommend would be the lighter shade, which is Pearl. This is great, you guys. It's the most natural looking highlighter. You could apply this on your shoulders, on the collarbones. This looks stunning. I apply this on my clients' skin a lot. Face and body is just fantastic. I just wish there was a lot more product inside. So this is all that there is. But then once you get to the end, I usually scoop the product out. Today I've applied actually this color because I wanted a little bit more of that bronziness, but I would strongly suggest you to get Pearl. I use Pearl a lot more often than I use the darker shade, which is Amber. So for me, highlighter, again, it's a must because I don't apply too much makeup in my day-to-day life. But for example, if there is an occasion and my husband is inviting me, like, okay, let's have a cocktail outside, like let's go out. The product that I would apply would be bronzer, mascara, and highlighter. Now, speaking of mascara, I know you've seen this a million times on my YouTube channel and every platform that I use, but I have to mention it again. And here's why I love this mascara. It is the only mascara that never smudges on me. I could not apply powder under my eyes. This mascara would not smudge. It is the most long-lasting mascara I've ever used, I've ever came across with. Second, it's the blackest black. It's such an intense black. I did one swipe this morning, very, very, very little mascara because I'll be honest with you, I had an event at 9 a.m. and I just didn't want to have my eyelashes up to my eyebrows. This can be intense. Like this can make your lashes look like you have falsies, at least on me, because I do have a lot of lashes and they're very blonde. So when I work this mascara on my lashes, they make them look incredible, incredible. The downside about this mascara is that it's taking forever to take it off. In the evening when I have to take my makeup off, I just like it almost makes my evening routine a little bit less satisfying because of how hard it is to take it off. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I love it, but I guess it comes with this part, you know? So, had to mention. Next is a good setting mist. I don't want to do any touch-ups, or if I do, I want to do the minimum touch-ups, okay? And you will be surprised to see this next product. This is almost empty. Believe it or not, I've discovered this during the Cannes Film Festival. I was there with clients, and then one morning as I was leaving Martinez Hotel, I saw Sananas, for those of you who know the French influencer, and I've known her since I moved to Paris, you guys. The very first day I arrived in Paris, I've met her, and we've been kind of like close ever since. So I leave the hotel and she's like, "Oh, how are you? Like, I didn't know that you're here." And I'm like, "Oh, I just finished a client. I was actually just finished doing Taylor Hero's makeup." And she's like, "Are you here tomorrow morning?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm here the whole period of a film festival." And she's like, "Do you happen to have time to do my makeup?" I honestly did not know what to say, but I was like, "How about I confirm you tomorrow morning? I know it's going to be like super last minute, but you know, all the clients come and like, but everything happens last minute in Cannes." And I was like, "Listen, if I can, I promise I will come and do your makeup, but I don't think I have more than an hour." So I did. Between clients, I had 1 hour and 15 minutes to do the makeup, and this is the makeup that I did on her. So this was the first day in Cannes, right? And at the end, she's like, "What setting spray you're using?" And I'm like, "Obviously the one size, because I know that that one is, you know, your makeup is not gonna budge." And she's like, "Did you try the L'Oreal setting mist? It is exactly like the one size." I'm like, "Wait, what?" How did I not know about this? She knows a lot of L'Oreal products because she's an ambassador. When I left, she's like, "Please let me give you one for you to use." And I'm like, "No, no, like my makeup kit is just so heavy already. I cannot have another product." She wanted to give me multiple products actually. And at the end, I'm like, "You know what? Just let me take this one since you say it's this good." So that day, because I have to try products on myself first to see what, you know, what they're going to look like, if it has flashback, like you never know with a new product, right? And especially in such an important event, Cannes Film Festival, I cannot risk on using new products blindly like that. So that day, I've tried it on myself. She was right. The makeup did not budge. Like this is very much like the one size, I have to say. I don't know the price because like I said, I have received this, but I'm sure it's going to be more affordable. So yeah, now this is kind of like I have to have it in my kit. Now I have to have it in my life, especially in summer because, you know, makeup tends to melt and slip and just disappear from your face. You need a chic fan. I mean, I know I see all the makeup artists using the very small, you know, the electric fan that you can get from Amazon. I mean, that's really useful, but I love a good old classic fan. And this one is from Patrick Da. I got it from Coat Beauty. I think I bought like 5 of them because my friend Amina wanted one. My hairstylist friend Julie wanted one. So I got a bunch of them. I have some extra in my kit. I adore this. In summer, I think it's chic. Next product, I don't have it with me, but I'm going to put a picture here. I used this product at home after I shower and exfoliate my skin, and that is self-tanner. I think it's safe to say now that I'm addicted to self-tanners. I don't use them as much as I used to. Before having Eden, my son, I would apply self-tanner every Sunday. So my Sunday routine, so I would wake up at 6 a.m. and from 6 till 10, 4 hours, I would work out, I would shower, I would dry my hair, I would self-tan and apply a mask. All these 4 hours just for myself. And I would do this every single Sunday of the year. Do you guys understand? Like every single Sunday, it was my ritual. And now I still self-tan, but less. I don't self-tan my face, so I don't use the product on my face, but I do apply it all over my body. It's been about 20, 24 years. I started like heavily using a self-tanner when I was 16. So yeah, it's been about 24 years since I've been applying self-tanner on a regular basis, and I've tried everything on the market, everything you could possibly think of. And there are self-tanners like Loving Tan. I love Loving Tan, but it's hard for me to get it because, you know, they're from Australia. It's, you know, I have to pay custom. Don't get me wrong, it's an amazing product, but so is Saint-Tropez. So for me, Saint-Tropez is, I know it's easy for me to get it. I always apply it with the mitt. I always get the mousse because I find that the mousse is what stays on the longest on me. And when it fades, it doesn't look weird. It kind of fades so beautiful, so uniform, but I do know how to maintain my self-tan. So, you know, rules when you self-tan, you have to exfoliate your skin. You have to exfoliate your skin really, really well, and make sure your skin doesn't have any hydrating product on it. So the bronzing mousse medium, and the shade medium from Saint-Tropez is the one that I use all the time. And it's the one that I strongly recommend. You can find it in every Sephora or on Cult Beauty or on Space NK, wherever you are. There is no summer essentials without sunglasses. Now, this pair is something that I could wear with anything. It's so chic. This cat eye, I adore. I do not care if I wear a lousy t-shirt. I put on these sunglasses and I feel instantly chic. I just bought these this year. I think this is the new collection from Saint Laurent. Another pair that you guys have probably seen me with. This is also from YSL, but I would say this is just the classic shape. They're a little bit bigger and I love them still, but I find myself wearing these a lot more often now. So this is a new collection and this is the older collection, but I love them both. So I'm either between these black or these Celine. I know everyone and their mother has them, and you know what? You don't have to get the Celine ones because they're, first of all, it's hard to get them. I don't think they are in stock anymore. And there are so many dupes after these. What I love about them is just this shape. You know, the Triomphe, I've always loved the Triomphe, but the metal, I adore it. Basically, I'm always between this pair or the black pair that I've showed you. My first Triomphe sunglasses were these, and again, like I think it was last year or 2 years ago when I bought these, and again, everyone had them, and then I bought other pairs. I bought this, and now I'm all about these. I know this is not like a must, but this is definitely summer essential for me, and it's this bag from YSL. I bought this when, I think I bought this in 2022. Yes, because I was still breastfeeding and I would put everything in this bag and then go in the park with Eden. I have to say, this is so practical. And yes, I know it's expensive because it's YSL, but the use I got from this bag, it's insane. They have multiple versions of this. I think they have a bigger one and even like a super huge one. But for me, being petite, you know, sometimes when I have a very big bag, it almost makes me look ridiculous, you know? So for me, the size is just perfect. I hope this is still available. And the last thing I'm going to mention is going to be bikini, because there's no summer without swimwear. And I've been mentioning this brand. They've never sponsored me. They never offered me anything. Just wanted to be clear from the very beginning. I buy from Monday Swimwear every year. I get new bikinis. I just love how they fit on my body. So I have a curvy body. I don't know how to explain. I'm not overweight, but I have curves. When I say I'm curvy, for me in Europe, you know, when you say curvy, it means like you have curves. But when I've mentioned this in my other videos, people are like, "You are not curvy. You do not know what curvy." Curvy means curves, right? So I'm not but to make it clear, I'm not overweight. I have curves and I have a hard time finding good bikinis for my body because I love, especially the bottom. I like the bottom to be a little bit higher on the thigh to make the leg look longer. Do you know what I mean? And also at the back, I don't like it when it's covering my whole butt because I feel like it makes it look bigger than it is. But I also don't like it when it's too Brazilian style so that it just gets into between, like, you know what I mean? This is just perfect. It shows just the perfect amount of like, it shows just the perfect amount of your peaches. And the bras are so well made because both of the girls, the founders of Monday Swimwear, they have large natural breasts. And I think they know the struggle of finding like a good support. So in my opinion, they make the best support. It just lifts your breasts so beautifully. It gives you that super sexy effect on your breasts. I adore it, adore it. Especially the style I'm gonna put here. I have a bunch of colors on this style. I just think it just flatters my body the most. And also, I have to mention the most important thing, the fabric, you guys. So I've been at the sea, I've been in the ocean, I've washed these bikinis hundreds of times, like maybe not hundreds of times, but well, but yeah, I think I did because I have this one bikini I bought it in 2018 and I still wear it till this day and it looks impeccable. The color does not fade. The fabric does not lose. You know how normally they would just loosen up in time? It never happens. I do have to mention, if you are in Europe, you're gonna pay a lot of taxes. This is what I did. I paid a lot of taxes. But like I've mentioned, every year on Black Friday, that's when I buy my bikinis. It's my ritual for Black Friday to buy bikinis from Monday Swimwear, but I also started to buy throughout the year because they release new colors, new fabrics, new models that I'm just like, wow, they're just so good. I have to have this. So yeah, I love everything from Monday Swimwear. Strongly recommend because like I've mentioned, it's something that I've been tested for years. And that's pretty much it. These are my summer essentials. I'm curious to know if there is anything from my list that you already have or already love. Let me know in the comments. You know, I love to read your comments. And if you're not subscribed already, it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe and then like the video. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. All products I've mentioned are in the description down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.